YouTubers, and welcome to this video. If you're new to my channel, I post videos every week to help you to speak better English and understand English better. So, if you like this video, please leave a comment, share it with your friends. Why not tell your students if you're a teacher? Or if you're a student, why not tell your teacher? Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, now this video is the 5th video in a series of videos all about the sound of British English. So if you haven't already seen the other videos, please have a look at those now. Why not click the link just up here? Okay, on with the video. Now, we're building a dialogue bit by bit each week. So I'll just write the rest of the dialogue on the board and then we can look at the next part. Thank you. Okay, that's ready so far. I'm just going to read the dialogue to show you how British English sounds. And then we're going to add the next line. So, starting from the top, when I stand over here with That's a Nice Suit, and then the next line, no, I'll move to the other side. So I'm going to move across the room for each line. Here we go. Are you ready? Right. That's a nice suit. I haven't seen it before, have I? No. It's the first time I've worn it, actually. You like it, do you? Very much. Did you have it specially made? Or did you buy it off the peg? I had it made. I very rarely buy a suit, so I thought I'd have it tailored, and I'm quite pleased with it. Okay, so all these units of sound, they flow, okay? They're very melodic. Have a look at the first one, for example. That's a nice suit. Okay, it really flows like a melody. And then the last one we have, I had it made. That's that falling tone that's very characteristic of British English. And here we've got the rising tone. I very rarely buy a suit. Okay, that's also very common in British English. So now let's look at part 5. So we're going to write our 2 bars to show the beginning of the tone unit. And let's put in our words. Here we go. Okay, so here's the response to this comment. I'm quite pleased with my suit. So we've got some agreement here. We've got I, and then a very small looking word here. This is should. Now should looks quite a difficult word. got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. And these are all interesting pairs of letters. So S and H, well obviously that gives us the sh sound. Okay. And then we've got O and U. Oh, two of my least favourite vowel combinations. Okay. Very tricky, O and U together. They make all sorts of different noises. But in this word they make the noise oo. Okay? And then we have L and D. And L, in English, often when we write L, we don't actually pronounce a sound or, l, nothing like that. It's silent in quite a lot of words, so it's not produced. So you just have should. So it's I should. Now after a modal verb like should, we're going to get a infinitive form of the verb, and that's what we've got here. This is that sound, think, and I do have some videos on how to work on that sound, which is quite difficult, so do check those out as well. So we've got and this is okay, A lot of students laugh at this sound. I think it's really funny for some reason, but it's really important in English because the ing ending in English, which we use with all the verbs, sounds like this, ing. So it's a really important sound. You're going to need it all the time in English. Okay? So make sure you practice that one regularly, which you will if you're speaking English. Every time you use a verb in continuous form, you're going to use it. So you've got I should think. Alright, think. I should think so. That's a lovely expression for agreeing with somebody. Yeah, I should think so. Okay? So that's our first tone unit. Here's our second tone unit. We're continuing the agreement. That's very easy to read, isn't it? It's just the same as written script. And then very, that's quite easy. And then here we've got a two-syllable word, handsome. Now this is the schwa sound, the schwa. And the schwa is always unstressed. So the two syllables here, stress on the first syllable, handsome, handsome. Now when you write this word, you'll notice there are three vowels together. Okay? Handsome. Usually in English, if it's too difficult to say three vowels together, especially when it's a t or a d in the middle, it disappears and we don't pronounce it. So we don't say handsome, no, we say handsome. Okay, just like that's all it is. Okay, so handsome, that's a nice word to describe a good suit. And then in the final tone unit, here we've got may, and then we've got I again. Now these are two vowels, we've got two vowels together. We've always got to link them. And I do have videos on how to link vowels, so do check those out as well. And to link these two vowels together, may I. We're going to need a little y sound. Okay, may I. It's got may I, so it's a modal verb again here. May I, infinitive form, ask. May I ask where you got it? Okay? So I like this suit and perhaps I want to buy a similar one myself. So I'd like to know where you got it, so maybe I can get one too. Now, we're going to need to work a little bit on the intonation and the stress here. Okay, right. So now we need to mark the intonation. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 syllables. The subject pronoun, not stressed. Usually very unimportant, not stressed. Modal verbs are often not stressed. If they're negative, yes, then they're stressed. But often unstressed, or even contracted. Okay? Now we can't contract should because of the sh sound, but it's still going to be unstressed, so very small sound, I should, like that. Here's our main stress, okay, here's our nuclear stress. So we're going to jump up here, I should think so. And then come down to the end of the tone unit. Okay? That's the main stress in this short tone unit. So you're going to jump up and then come straight down. Okay? I should think so. I should think so. Okay. Now the next tone unit, again it starts with a subject pronoun, low, unstressed. We've got the verb be, which is usually unstressed. Here it's contracted. It's nothing, so one very unstressed syllable. But here is our main information. Okay? So this is important. Now we've chosen an adverb here to emphasise the handsomeness, so we're going to stress that. So it's very, and then this is our key word, so it's stressed, and we come down to show that the thought is complete. Okay? It's very handsome. It's very handsome. So looking back here, we've got two tone units, which both follow this classic glide down tune in English, so they're well worth practicing. Alright, so I'm going to repeat them both and then you try them after me. Okay, so first I'm going to do this one, so listen and repeat. I should think so. I should think so. Okay, now you try. Okay, now let's do the second one. Listen. It's very handsome. It's very handsome. Now you try. Okay. Now we're going to come to the final tone unit, and this time it's a question. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit different. Questions are, well, it depends. What kind of question is it? Now some questions start with who, what, where, when, why, how, whose, which. And these questions are open questions, they're information questions, and usually they go down at the end. Okay? Like, what's your name? Where are you from? Now this question starts with a modal verb, an auxiliary verb. And those questions, we call those yes-no questions. And that's because the answer is very limited. Yes or a no, and that's about it. And those questions usually rise in English. So the tune of this unit is quite fixed. We're going to start high, okay, because the auxiliary verb is telling us it's a question. Stay high for the main verb. It says, may I ask? Okay, and then here's the information question word, where is what we really want to know here, so that's stressed. May I ask where? So that's a slightly falling tone, even though they're all stressed high, we do fall very gently, like landing a plane. Okay? So these three tones sound like, may I ask where you? And then we've got an important verb here. Okay, again, this is the information that we're interested in about buying a suit like it. So this is going to be stressed and it's going to be rising to show it's a yes-no question to force an answer. Tell me, yes or no. So that's going to be a rising tone. Okay? So this tune sounds like this. May I ask where you got it? Okay, I'll draw that one, so it would look something like this. May I ask where you got it? And that's a glide up tune, like I talked about earlier. Did you have it specially made? May I ask where you got it? We do repeat a lot of the same tunes again and again in English. The glide down and the glide up, they're repeated all the time in English. Okay? So listen one more time and then you try it. So just listen. May I ask where you got it? Now you try. Okay, now let's get rid of that. And now let's hear the whole dialogue again. Okay, so once again, I'm going to stand over here. I'm going to do this side. I'm going to move over there. Do the other side of the dialogue. Here we go. That's a nice suit. I haven't seen it before, have I? No, it's the first time I've worn it actually. You like it, do you? Very much. Did you have it specially made, or did you buy it off the peg? I had it made. I very rarely buy a suit, so I thought I'd have it tailored, and I'm quite pleased with it. I should think so. It's very handsome. May I ask where you got it? Okay, so once again, those are all the classic British English melodies, okay, that give it that sound, you know, from lots of really good British movies and actors, like James Bond and Kingsman and things like that. Okay, so practice that dialogue, trying to learn it, and listen to native speakers from Britain speaking, okay? And you'll notice a lot of these tones, especially the falling tones, okay? They recur again and again, okay? And hopefully, in time, you'll be able to improve the sound of your English. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hi YouTubers, and welcome to this video. If you're new to my channel, I post videos every weekend to help you to... Anyway, let's have a look.